Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Honda Odyssey models from 2011 to 2017 can sometimes display a diagnostic trouble code, DTC B1227, indicating an open circuit in the outside air temperature sensor. This sensor is crucial for the vehicle's climate control system, as it measures the temperature of the air outside the vehicle. Its location is typically near the front grille or bumper area, allowing it to accurately gauge outside conditions. When this sensor fails or has an open circuit, the vehicle's climate control may not operate properly, potentially resulting in discomfort for passengers. The DTC B1227 can be identified through the onboard diagnostics system. Understanding this diagnostic code is essential for efficiently addressing climate control issues in the Honda Odyssey. The DTC B1227 signifies an open circuit condition specifically affecting the outside air temperature sensor. This sensor plays a pivotal role in the vehicle's climate control system by detecting external air temperature, which helps regulate heating and cooling. Its location is generally near the front grille, allowing it to obtain accurate readings of the outside atmosphere. The sensor sends signals to the climate control unit, which then adjusts the cabin temperature accordingly. An open circuit suggests a disruption in communication within the electrical wiring, potentially caused by loose connections, damaged wires, or the sensor itself failing. Identifying this fault is essential to restore proper function to the vehicle's temperature control system. The potential causes of DTC B1227 include loose wires within the circuit, poor connections, or a defective outside air temperature sensor. Loose wiring can create intermittent contact, leading to signals not being transmitted properly. Poor connections, such as corroded or oxidized connectors, can also prevent reliable communication between the sensor and the climate control unit. A defective outside air temperature sensor may simply fail to provide accurate readings or any signal at all, leading the vehicle to interpret this as an open circuit. Continually addressing these components during troubleshooting can ensure effective repairs and prevent recurrences of the DTC B1227. Symptoms associated with DTC B1227 may include inaccurate outside temperature readings displayed on the dashboard, which can affect the efficiency of the climate control system. Drivers may notice that the heating and air conditioning do not respond appropriately to temperature adjustments, leading to discomfort for passengers. Additionally, the DTC indicator light will be illuminated on the dashboard, alerting the driver to a fault in the system. This may also trigger secondary issues, such as the climate control unit malfunctioning or freezing settings, contributing to an overall decline in driving comfort. Recognizing these symptoms can help in troubleshooting the issue more promptly. The first troubleshooting step for addressing DTC B1227 involves clearing the diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. This step is essential to reset the diagnostic system and prepare for further inspection of the outside air temperature sensor circuit. Clearing the DTCs helps to remove any stored codes from the vehicle's memory, allowing you to assess the current status of the system. Following this action, power cycling the engine by pressing the start-stop button to switch it to the off mode, and then the on mode is necessary. This ensures that the system is fully refreshed before moving on to the self-diagnostic function, which will help determine if the same DTC reoccurs for further assessments. After clearing the DTCs, the next step involves turning the engine's start-stop button to the off mode and then back to the on mode. This action serves to reset the vehicle's electronic systems, allowing all components to initialize correctly. It is crucial for ensuring that the diagnostic procedures can operate effectively without interference from previous fault codes. This reset also checks the system readiness for the next action, which involves conducting the self-diagnostic function either via the HDS or through the climate control unit. Performing these preliminary checks is vital in promoting accurate troubleshooting and guiding the diagnostic process forward efficiently. The third step is to conduct the self-diagnostic function using either the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, or the Climate Control Unit. This function is instrumental as it allows the technician to check for current DTCs that may still be present in the system after the initial reset. The HDS provides detailed diagnostic information, including fault codes and live data, enabling comprehensive analysis. If DTC B1227 indicates again, this suggests that the issue is persistent and needs further investigation. In cases where no DTCs are detected, it could signify an intermittent failure, necessitating a thorough inspection of the wiring and connections associated with the outside air temperature sensor circuit. In the fourth troubleshooting step, it is crucial to verify if DTC B1227 or the C and auto indicator is present after completing the self-diagnostic function. If the fault code is confirmed, it indicates that the problem persists within the outside air temperature sensor circuit. As a technician, you must proceed to investigate further components and circuits linked to this sensor. If, conversely, no DTCs are present, it may indicate an intermittent failure, which commonly arises due to loose wires or poor connections. Understanding this differentiation is vital as it guides the technician toward the right corrective actions, whether that means replacing the sensor or repairing wiring failures. The next troubleshooting step involves pressing the engine's start-stop button again to select the off mode. This action is necessary to ensure the vehicle is safely powered down before any physical work is undertaken. After ensuring that the vehicle is off, the outside air temperature sensor needs to be carefully removed for further examination. Removing the sensor allows for testing it separately to determine its operational status. Proper handling is essential during this process to avoid damage to the sensor or surrounding components. Once the sensor is removed, the subsequent step will involve performing tests outlined in the diagnostic procedures to ascertain its condition accurately. At this stage, you will test the outside air temperature sensor to assess whether it is functioning correctly. This step is crucial because a malfunctioning sensor can lead to inaccurate readings and subsequent climate control issues. You will need a multimeter to measure the sensor's resistance or output voltage, comparing your readings against factory specifications provided in the repair manual. If the sensor tests within the acceptable range, it indicates that the sensor itself is not the fault. However, if the test reveals a defect, the appropriate course of action would be to replace the sensor, ensuring future accuracy in temperature readings and overall climate control function. Following the sensor test, the next step is to disconnect Climate Control Unit Connector B, often referred to as the 16P connector. This disconnection is necessary to check for electrical continuity between the climate control unit and the outside air temperature sensor. Using a multimeter, you will perform a continuity test between terminal number 2 in the climate control unit connector and terminal number 1 in the outside air temperature sensor 2P connector. Establishing continuity will confirm that the wiring is intact. If there is no continuity found, it suggests an open circuit in the wiring, necessitating repairs to restore proper functionality in the circuit. In this step, a continuity check is performed between Climate Control Unit Connector B, terminal number 2, and outside air temperature sensor 2P connector terminal number 1. This continuity test is critical in verifying the integrity of the wiring between these points. If continuity exists, this means the wiring is functioning correctly, and the troubleshooting process can continue to the next components involved. However, if there is no continuity, investigation will begin. It indicates an open circuit that needs to be repaired. Addressing broken wires or poor connections between the climate control unit and the outside air temperature sensor is essential to resolving the issue represented by DTC B1227. After addressing the first climate control unit connector, the next phase involves disconnecting climate control unit connector A, typically the 28P connector. This step is critical in ensuring that you can test the remaining connections, especially to diagnose any further issues. Once disconnected, you will check the continuity between climate control unit connector A, terminal number 13, and outside air temperature sensor 2P connector, terminal number 2. This continuity check helps confirm whether the wiring is intact and functional. Should this test result in no continuity, it signals another open circuit requiring immediate repair. Addressing this connection is vital for restoring proper communication within the climate control system. Once all necessary repairs and replacements have been made, it is critical to perform a final verification of the repairs regarding the climate control system's functionality. Testing should ensure that all climate control features operate effectively, responding correctly to input from the outside air temperature sensor. Additionally, after conducting these tests, you must ensure that the DTC B1227 has been cleared from the system. If the DTC remains, further investigation is warranted. Successful completion of these final verification steps assures that the underlying issues have been corrected and that the climate control system operates as intended, providing comfort and efficiency for the vehicle's occupants. To prevent future occurrences of DTC B1227 and ensure the longevity of the outside air temperature sensor, implementing regular preventive maintenance is essential. Regularly checking the sensor for physical integrity and functionality can help detect issues before they develop further. Additionally, maintaining the wiring integrity by periodically inspecting connectors and wiring harnesses for wear, corrosion, or damage is crucial. Scheduling periodic inspections of the entire climate control system, including the outside air temperature sensor circuit, allows for timely identification and correction of any emerging problems. By establishing these preventive measures, vehicle owners can enhance the reliability of their Honda Odyssey's climate control system. In conclusion, recognizing and understanding DTC B1227 is vital for addressing open circuit issues in the outside air temperature sensor circuit on Honda Odyssey models from 2011 to 2017. The troubleshooting steps outlined ensure a logical and systematic approach to diagnosing and repairing this issue. By identifying the potential causes and symptoms, technicians can resolve problems more effectively, contributing to improved passenger comfort. Regular maintenance practices, including inspections of the sensor and wiring, can mitigate the likelihood of these issues recurring. Ultimately, staying proactive ensures reliability and performance within the vehicle's climate control system. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.